Everything going well. I got some big news going to be dropped very, very soon. All is good in the hood. Big fight on the horizon. It's the one you've all been waiting for. About to be announced imminently. So stay tuned. Good up.
Look, the bottom line is it's a big fight. And a lot of people are going to pay a lot of attention to. I'm not hugely interested in it.
As Tyson Fury simply proved he was the best fighter of the era. And now, he's also obviously a Brit, Anthony Joshua, they're both still there. They create the biggest fight, at least the biggest event in British boxing history. And I think there is a sense that while the event will be the biggest in the history of British boxing,
the wait of boxing fans is almost over as Tyson Fury officially reveals that he has a big fight coming up and he is going to announce the opponent soon. And according to the inside reports, it's none other than Anthony Joshua.
Netflix have just dropped it, and we know that it's happening. Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. They don't tell us where, and they don't tell us when. Why do you think they've left these details out?
Because it's probably not their gift to do it. It's probably the broadcaster's gift and the people that are actually paying for the fights. But I would be absolutely gobsmacked.
Reacting to the announcement, Mike Tyson warns that a matchup with Tyson Fury could create major problems for Anthony Joshua. With Tyson drawing from his own experience at heavyweight, his take adds another layer of intrigue to the highly anticipated clash.
I think, I really think, I love Joshua, but I think this Tyson's too elusive. He's not gonna hit him. Listen, we keeping it honest, right? I like Joshua. I like Joshua a lot, right? He don't punch. Maybe he punch harder than what's the other guy? The black guy, Wilder. He doesn't punch faster than Wilder. If he doesn't punch faster than Wilder, he's not gonna touch this guy. And that's just what I see. He punches hard, but he doesn't punch fast. If Tyson Fury can get away from Wilder's fast punches, Joshua might be in trouble.
Max Kellerman also puts Tyson Fury in the stronger position heading into a potential showdown with Anthony Joshua. He feels Fury would carry the higher expectations, while Joshua could lean on constant pressure to create opportunities.
Is the favorite, who everyone understands if Joshua loses to Fury, no big deal. It's not like losing to a guy like Jake Paul. I expect to see whatever AJ has left, the best version of it against Tyson Fury. And if he just, steadily pressures Fury, you saw Fury against Makhmudov, who's not nearly as accomplished or skillful as Anthony Joshua. Makhmudov gave Tyson, I don't know if he gave him problems, but you could see where if Tyson was less than his best, he could have had problems early in the fight with Makhmudov, who maybe won the first round or two just with pressure. The best version of Joshua, I believe still, is a cut above Makhmudov. What does that look like if Joshua can apply steady pressure against Fury? But speaking of pressure, who is under more for this fight? AJ or Fury, right? It's Tyson Fury, clearly, because he will be the big favorite coming in. Because Tyson Fury demonstrated over time that he is among the great heavyweight champions.
However, not everyone favors Fury. Francis Ngannou takes the opposite view, backing Anthony Joshua to score an early knockout and end the blockbuster matchup before it reaches the later round.
Which of them do you think will win?
Well, again, at this level, I think it's very close. Everybody can win. And then it depends on how the fight goes. I think if it's gonna be like go to decision, I give the decision. I will pick Fury if this fight go to decision. And then if it's like a knockout, I think Joshua has a chance early in the round, but as far as the fight goes, it's gonna be way off on the Fury favor.
Andy Ruiz Jr. also weighed in on the potential heavyweight clash, giving Tyson Fury the advantage over Anthony Joshua. Having shared the ring with Joshua himself, Ruiz's prediction carries added weight as he backs Fury to come out on top.
What do you think?
I think that's going to be an interesting fight. You know, I fought Anthony Joshua. I haven't fought Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury has a weird style. He's tall. He fights tall, you know? Yeah. But I don't know. I kind of see Tyson Fury winning that fight. I wasn't too impressed of Anthony Joshua's last performance, but you know, he got the job done, and you know, move on to the next.
How do you see it? Just this.
I think maybe Tyson Fury might get it. You never know. Depends how awkward he is. If he boxes, Anthony hasn't fought anybody that boxes around and moves around. So we'll see about that.
Tony Bellew takes the other side of the argument, backing Joshua's forward pressure and offensive output to trouble Fury. Bellew feels AJ's aggressive style could disrupt Fury's rhythm and create an opportunity for an early stoppage.
I've always said it and I'll stick by it. I just think Anthony Joshua will be forced to let his hands go, and I think he'll knock out Tyson Fury. Do I think he's the better fighter? No. But not always the better fighter wins. I've been in fights myself where I've beat fighters who are better than me, a la David Haye.
Yeah, fair play. Good point, actually. Yeah. Well, I think it's hard to being a bit harsh on yourself there.
I've beat him twice, but I just think he's a better fighter than me. His skill set's better than mine. He's stronger than me. He's quicker than me. It's just that styles make fights, and if you can make David miss, you're always going to make him pay. But I'm happy to go down in history. He's going to go down as a far greater fighter than I ever will.
Don't know about that, but it's very humble of you to say that. Daniel Dubois.
Taking a different view, Carl Frock favors Tyson Fury to win on the scorecards. Frock also questions what continues to motivate Joshua, arguing that despite his wealth and past achievements, AJ remains driven by the desire to recover from his defeats and restore his legacy.
How are you picking that fight?
I think it's an easy pick. I think Tyson Fury wins on points quite comfortably. I can see how AJ wins. Sure, Tony Bellew will make a case for AJ, but I think AJ gets beat on points, Tyson Fury, and gets outboxed. I think Fury keeps him out of the way, manoeuvres in. He's past his best Fury, he's slowed down, but so is AJ. He's not throwing as many feints per round now. His hands, he's not throwing combination punches like he used to. Single shots, he gets hit a lot, which gives AJ a chance to chin him, but I don't think that he'll be in the right headspace. I don't really think he wants to box anymore. I don't know why he's doing it. You know what I mean?
Tim Bradley questions the idea of Tyson Fury having an easy night against Anthony Joshua. He highlights Fury's past struggles with getting dropped and points to defensive openings that have appeared in his recent fights, especially when opponents land right hands. For Bradley, those weaknesses give Joshua a real path to victory.
What, y'all must have forgot. Fury chinny as hell too. Oh, y'all forgot? Oh, let me remind you, how many times did he go down against Deontay Wilder in a 3-fight span? Ooh, he went down a lot. Oh, he touched that canvas a lot. Yeah, he had shit about at least 6 times, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, did y'all see that fight that Fury just had too? Oh, everybody like, oh, Fury looked good. He was boxing sweet. Fury looked like trash. It was a charity fight. He was in there fighting against a 40-something-year-old man that, you know what I'm saying? Look, this guy was here for a paycheck too. That was it. He was there for a paycheck, and he was going through the motions. Fury didn't look good. He looked slow. He looked out of sort. He was getting hit with right hands, people.
Prince Nassim gives Tyson Fury the stylistic advantage over Anthony Joshua, pointing to Fury's unorthodox approach as a major factor. He feels Fury's ability to disrupt Joshua's timing, vary his rhythm, and fight unpredictably could make the matchup extremely difficult for AJ.
And everybody wants to know that. Years and years ago, I mean, Tyson, for me, had this awkward style and this great boxing style where he could make AJ look silly. Yep. That's the truth.
Yep.
Things have changed now.
Yep, I agree.
Things have changed now. Tyson seemed to drop back a little bit, but you never know. You never know. You never know with Tyson Fury. I mean, maybe one night he can just turn up and just fight amazing and bring back them old days of what he did to Wilder.
Thought he looked better last time in his last fight. I thought he looked better in his last fight than he had in previous.
Oh, Fury? Yeah.
Hughie Fury gives Tyson Fury the upper hand in a potential showdown with Anthony Joshua, while questioning whether AJ needs another bout before making it happen. Still, Hughie feels the prolonged buildup has gone on long enough and wants to see the two heavyweights finally settle things in the ring.
Who do you think's better physically going into that big fight between Fury and AJ?
Listen, it's every man to themselves. It's a dangerous sport. One punch can end it, but it'll be a good fight.
Who's the favourite?
You've got to go obviously with Tyson, haven't you? So, but yeah, listen, I think it's dangerous. I think Joshua needs another fight, to be honest with you, another warm-up fight. But at the end of the day, it's got to happen now or never, isn't it?
To be fair, I think your dad said that to me as well, but I asked a few people, they were saying it's dangerous for him to have another fight because obviously he could go pear-shaped and stop the big fight.
Get on, isn't it? It's been a long time coming. Listen, get in there and have a go.
Teddy Atlas gives Tyson Fury a strong stylistic edge over Anthony Joshua, focusing on the openings AJ can create during exchanges. Atlas feels Fury's unusual movement, physical advantages, and ability to disrupt an opponent's timing could make those mistakes especially costly.
How available he was, if that's fair. And again, he'll be better too. He'll be more alert. He'll know that he has more of a danger in front of him. But I just think that the hand speed, the length, the ability of Fury, the legs, to be on the outside, that maybe he could get to Joshua before Joshua could get to him. Does that make sense? Because Joshua's going to probably have to be, for me, the fight plan would be always with Joshua. You want to back the guy up with that stiff jab you got. You got a good, stiff, hard jab. You want to back him up and set the table. You want to set the table.
Teddy Atlas maps out how the matchup could unfold, focusing on the strengths each heavyweight brings from the start. Joshua could rely on his punching power, forward pressure, and combinations, while Fury could use his movement, timing, and range to disrupt him. For Atlas, the key could come down to which fighter establishes his game plan first.
Right hand for the most part. And you want to control that distance with that jab, where you clear the way, you back him up. You keep him, defensive. And I think that Fury, his ability to use his legs, to counterpunch, to put punches together, to run punches, that he'll have a chance where Joshua stands up a little bit in front of you. He's not the quickest feet to close. He'll have a chance to run some punches before he closes the gap. Does that make sense?
No, it all makes sense. And for a fight when we're talking about guys that are getting diminished and up there in age, 36, 37 years old.
Duke McKenzie questions whether Anthony Joshua can bring his best form into a fight with Tyson Fury. He feels Joshua has appeared less assured than before and no longer carries the same presence inside the ring. That has completely shifted McKenzie's outlook, leaving him far less confident in Joshua's chances.
Not a boxer to get his confidence back, but he didn't go into this fight with a lot of confidence. He didn't look confident going into this fight. His ring walk, I don't know what he looked. He was off with the fairies. He didn't look confident. This wasn't the AJ of old. This just looks. AJ he looks like a troubled man. I don't even think Fury's got to be much better than what he was in his last fight, because there's something badly missing from AJ, which I don't think he's going to get back.
Do you not think AJ will be a much better version of himself when he boxes Fury?
No, I don't.
See, I sort of disagree with that.
You know what? Up until their last fights, I was all over AJ. I thought, you know what? I thought AJ would absolutely wipe the floor with Fury. I don't see that happening now.
Fraser Clark feels Anthony Joshua needs the right team around him before stepping in with Tyson Fury. He stresses the importance of a trainer who can give clear instructions, demand maximum effort, and tell Joshua the truth when necessary. For Clark, that level of guidance could be crucial to getting AJ ready for Fury.
These two are the biggest fighters in the world, and they sort of control what they do. I'm not going to say he should or he shouldn't. I think he needs a really good camp behind him, to go into this fight. I'm not saying he didn't have one there, and I'm not saying they're not great people, because obviously look, they're the team of the great Alexander Usyk, but for me, I think he needs a voice. If it's not a Rob McCracken, it's someone similar. Someone who, and this is going to sound mad, someone who can communicate well with, there's no communication breaks. Someone that's dead honest to him, wakes up in the morning, makes him run, goes back and rest, does the hard yard, does the heavy bag, does the hard sparring, Rest this weekend, Joshua.
Shane Fury backs Tyson Fury to find a way past Anthony Joshua, whether he relies on his boxing skills or decides to make the fight physical. At the same time, he respects Joshua's power and knows AJ could capitalize if he lands something damaging. Shane's priority is simple. Both heavyweights need to be fully prepared when they finally share the ring.
I'm super confident in Tyson doing his job. I feel like he could go and I feel like he could box and win, or I feel like he could just go hell for leather and win as well. But on the no illusions, if Joshua hurts Tyson, by all means he can finish him.
So just clarifying that, the reason you're saying Tyson's not put nothing out, he doesn't want to put him down whilst...
Why would he do that?
Yeah, so that makes sense, because I was surprised he didn't put nothing out.
There's no hatred, there's no... Listen, Tyson wants him to do as good as possible and come in the ring as good as possible, so they have the best fight they can have.
Dillian Whyte takes a different view, suggesting Anthony Joshua's toughness hasn't disappeared. Instead, Whyte points to the emotional weight Joshua has carried after personal setbacks, losing close friends, and the car accident that followed his win over Jake Paul.
You know, unfortunately, it's kind of hard to say, is the punch resistance gone? No, I think it's more mental than punch resistance. I think he's in a place mentally where, let's be honest, he's been through a lot. You know, he's been through a lot mentally. It's been tough on him, obviously. And listen, AJ is not my friend. It's not like me and AJ, we don't like each other per se. So, you know, I'm actually just being honest. I think he'd have been through a lot mentally. You know, I mean, I think he'd have been nervous and very shaky going into the fight. So, I think it's that more per se, the nervousness and mentally not being ready for the kind of fight that Christian Pringle brought to him in the early rounds.
Adding his views on the matchup, Paulie Malignaggi questions whether Anthony Joshua can still perform at his highest level against Tyson Fury. He highlights Joshua's reduced ability to absorb shots and his tendency to hesitate, while suggesting Fury may have more left in him. That contrast could play a major role in determining how their long-awaited showdown plays out.
You start to wonder, the punch resistance that Joshua has left, it's so low that is the Fury fight even going to be that good of a fight? You know, obviously neither of these guys is going to be the same at this point in their life, at this point in their careers, but it seems like regardless, let's say Fury at least has, you know, a little bit more left. You know, Joshua, you know, was one of the most exciting fighters on the planet when he was coming up the ladder and when he was a prospect. He was such a destroyer. And now it's almost like the complete opposite. It's like you touch him and he's hurt right away. You know, he's a little bit hesitant of himself. He did get himself together in the second round, but let's go through the paces here in the first round. The first round, obviously, you're looking for an overmatched opponent to be blown away by Anthony Joshua, so you can go into the Fury fight with a lot of momentum, with a lot of talk about, a lot of buzz about that fight. It's been a fight that obviously people have wanted to see.
Chris Eubank Jr. gives Anthony Joshua the edge, pointing to the variety and quality of tools he can bring into the matchup. While Eubank respects Tyson Fury's size, movement, and ring IQ, he feels Joshua's speed, power, athleticism, and sharper combinations can counter those strengths. The biggest question is whether AJ can put everything together once the fight begins.
And towards the end of this year, I know you've always been closer to AJ, but that fight happens in November. Who wins at this current stage of their careers?
I think AJ's been a lot more disciplined than Fury has during his career, and I think he's probably in a better headspace right now, mentally, probably physically too. You know, I wasn't that impressed with Tyson Fury's last fight. Were
you impressed by AJ against Jake Paul?
No, obviously not. There's nothing to be impressed about. He did what he was supposed to do. He dominated an amateur. But I think, you know, if that fight happens, then AJ probably has the edge.
Sam Jones views the Anthony Joshua-Tyson Fury matchup as an extremely difficult one to call, with both heavyweights possessing dangerous but very different qualities. He favors Fury when it comes to mobility, though he questions whether Tyson can still move like he did in his prime. Joshua carries the heavier firepower but has his own vulnerabilities, leaving Jones expecting a volatile fight where one clean shot could end everything in the opening rounds.
Who starts favourite? I think Tyson Fury's always started a favourite against Anthony Joshua with the movement, but can Tyson Fury move the way he did? Tyson Fury's not a huge puncher, but he's not a non-puncher. AJ's the bigger puncher of the two, but he's vulnerable, as we've seen. I don't know. I promise you, I don't know. I don't know how that fight will go. I just think it's going to be over in 3 rounds. Just on you saying Tyson's not a big puncher. Do you agree with me? Do you think it's a firefight, or do you think it's going to go the distance?
I think 3 rounds.
Well, this is kind of my point.
You've always never said you're going to win, but do you not think that?
Who's going to win then?
No, I'm just saying, Coogan. What do you think? Do you think it's
going to win? You just said I'm not.
No, I promise you, I don't know who's going to win. I think if Anthony Joshua catches Fury early, it's over. But I also think that Tyson Fury could do the same. I think the fight's going to be over in 3 rounds. I do. I think it's going to be a complete, like...
On the other hand, Anthony Joshua is also putting himself through a punishing camp for the Tyson Fury matchup. With the potential blockbuster fight drawing closer, AJ is turning up the pressure in training and preparing like a massive challenge is ahead.
Step by step, we increase his conditioning. This period is for us is very important because we can, collect a lot of information and evaluate the data. Of course, he is very strong. His power is amazing. Yeah. But cognitive function, his mental is very important now. Some part of the work we focus on this element.
Joshua is putting his preparation into overdrive, attacking each session with purpose and maintaining a relentless pace. AJ appears completely focused as he builds toward his next challenge. Joshua stressed that performing at a high level for 12 rounds requires sustained intensity throughout the entire fight. He also highlighted the role of hard training in preparing the body for that demand, and judged a coach's commitment by the work they put into camp.
To compete, stand on your feet for 12 rounds at an elite level, be as good as you are in round 1 as you are in round 12. It takes a lot of hard work. It's been challenging, but what happens is your body adapts. You got to embrace the challenge, and I say this, for me, the way a coach showed me that he cares about me is by working hard.
On the other hand, Tyson Fury has resumed training, adding to the speculation around a potential fight with Anthony Joshua. His return to the gym keeps the heavyweight showdown firmly in the spotlight. His camp has featured plenty of heavy bag rounds, with each session focused on improving his punching, precision, and timing. The work also helps build stamina and sharpen his combinations as he prepares for the demands of a potential fight. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest boxing news, fight updates, and predictions. More content is coming your way, so stay tuned.